Hi, welcome to English Hamster. Are you learning English? Great. Here we learn through stories. They are simple and interesting. You can improve English while learning knowledge. Remember to subscribe, like and comment. Let's get started. The Amazing Story of Albert Einstein. Did you know one man changed how we understand the world? His name was Albert Einstein. He was not a king or a soldier. He was a scientist with big ideas. Why is his story so special? Because he faced many problems, but never stopped trying. His brain helped us learn about time, space, and energy. People still talk about him today. In this story, we will explore Einstein's life. You will hear about his challenges, his amazing discoveries, and fun facts. His story shows that hard work and imagination can do great things. Are you ready to learn about this incredible man? Let's start with his early years. First, we will see how a quiet boy became a world-famous scientist. Get ready for an exciting journey. Albert Einstein was born in 1879 in Germany. His family lived in a small town. His father was a businessman. His mother loved music. Albert was a quiet child. He did not talk much. People thought he was strange, but his brain was always busy. He loved to think about big questions. Why does the sun shine? How do things move? These questions made him curious. When Albert was 5, his father gave him a compass. It was a small tool. The needle always pointed north. Albert was amazed. Why did it do that, he wanted to know. This compass started his love for science. He asked questions all the time. His parents listened, but they did not always understand. Albert was different, and that was okay. At school, Albert did not like rules. Teachers wanted him to memorize facts, but Albert wanted to understand ideas. He asked many questions. Some teachers got angry. They said, "Stop asking so much." But Albert did not stop. He read books about math and science. He studied alone at home. His family helped him. His mother played music for him. Music made Albert happy. He loved to play the violin. It helped him think. Albert's family moved to Italy when he was 15. They wanted a better life, but Albert stayed in Germany for school. He was alone. He felt sad. School was hard. He did not like it. Finally, he left school and joined his family in Italy. He was happy to be with them, but he needed to study. So he worked hard at home. He read more books. He wanted to go to a good university. Albert tried to join a university in Switzerland. He took a test. He was very smart, but he failed the test. Why? Because he did not know some subjects. He was good at math and science, but he was not good at languages. He did not give up. He studied more. He took the test again. This time he passed. He was so happy. He moved to Switzerland. He started university. His dream was coming true. At university, Albert learned about math and physics. Physics is the study of how things work. For example, why do objects fall? Why do stars shine? Albert loved physics. He worked hard. He listened to his teachers. He also thought about his own ideas. Sometimes he disagreed with his teachers. He was not afraid to say so. This made him special. He wanted to find answers himself. Albert had friends at university. They talked about science. They shared ideas. Albert liked these talks. He was happy, but life was not always easy. He needed money. His family did not have much. So Albert worked small jobs. He taught children. He helped students. He never stopped studying. His hard work helped him finish university. He was proud. After university, Albert wanted a job. He sent letters to many places, but nobody wanted him. Why? Because he was young, and he asked too many questions. People did not understand him. Albert felt sad, but he did not give up. He kept trying. Finally, he got a job in an office. It was not a science job. He checked papers. It was boring, but it gave him money. And it gave him time to think. In his free time, Albert thought about big ideas. He wrote his thoughts on paper. He studied at night. He asked questions about the world. How does light move? What is time? These questions were hard, but Albert loved them. His office job was simple, so his brain was free to dream. This was important because soon Albert would change the world. His early years were not easy. He faced many challenges. School was hard. Money was a problem. People did not understand him. But Albert was strong. He loved learning. He never stopped asking questions. His curiosity made him special, and his hard work made him successful. Next, we will learn about his big discoveries. Get ready for an exciting part of his story. The Year of Miracles. In 1905, Albert Einstein changed science forever. He was only 26 years old. He worked in an office, but he had big ideas. That year, he wrote 4 important papers. Scientists read them. They were amazed. People called 1905 the Year of Miracles. Why? Because Albert's ideas were new and exciting. Let's learn about them. First, Albert wrote about light. He said light moves like tiny pieces. These pieces are called photons. This idea was strange. People did not believe it at first. But it was true. This idea helped scientists understand light better. It was very important. Later, Albert won a big prize for this idea. It was called the Nobel Prize. He was so proud. Then, Albert wrote about time and space. He said time is not always the same. It can change. For example, time moves slower when you move fast. This idea was called relativity. It was hard to understand, but it was true. Scientists tested it. They found Albert was right. This idea changed how we think about the world. Another paper was about energy. Albert said energy and matter are connected. Matter is anything you can touch, like a table or a book. Energy is what makes things move. Albert said matter can become energy. He wrote a famous equation, E equals mc quadrant. This means energy equals mass times the speed of light squared. This equation was very important. It helped scientists understand the world. Albert's papers made him famous. Scientists read his work. They talked about him. People wanted to meet him. But Albert was still a normal man. He worked in his office. He lived in a small house. He played the violin. He loved his family. Fame did not change him. He stayed curious. He kept asking questions. But fame brought problems. Some people did not like his ideas. They said, "This is too strange." Others did not understand him. Albert did not care. He believed in his work. He kept studying. He wrote more papers. He talked to other scientists. His ideas grew bigger. He wanted to learn more about the universe. Albert's life was busy. He got a new job. He became a teacher. He worked at a university. He loved teaching. He shared his ideas with students. They listened carefully. They asked questions. Albert was happy. He liked helping others learn, but he also needed time to think. So he worked at night. He wrote new ideas. He never stopped. In 1905, Albert was not rich. He did not have a big house, but he was happy. Why? Because he loved his work. His brain was always busy. He solved big problems. His ideas helped people understand the world. He showed that one person can make a difference. His story teaches us to follow our dreams. The year of miracles was special. Albert worked hard. He faced challenges. But he did not give up. His ideas were new. They were difficult. But they were true. Scientists still use his ideas today. Albert's work changed science. It changed the world. Next, we will learn about his life after fame. His story gets even more exciting. A famous scientist with a big heart. After 1905, Albert Einstein became very famous. People knew his name. Scientists respected him. He travelled to many countries. He gave talks about science. Everyone wanted to hear him. But Albert stayed humble. He did not want to be a star. He wanted to learn more. Let's see what happened next. Albert moved to different cities. He worked at big universities. He taught students. He shared his ideas. He also worked on new problems. He thought about the universe. How big is it? Why do stars move? These questions were hard, but Albert loved them. He wrote more papers. Scientists read them. They were amazed again. But life was not always easy. Albert faced problems. Some people did not like him. Why? Because he was Jewish. In Germany, some people were mean to Jewish people. This made Albert sad. He loved his country, but he did not feel safe. So he moved to other places. He wanted to work in peace. In 1933, Albert moved to America. He got a job at a university. He lived in a small town. He liked it. He felt safe. He worked hard. He studied the universe. He also helped other scientists. He was kind. He listened to their ideas. He gave them advice. People loved him. Albert was famous, but he was simple. He wore old clothes. He did not care about money. He liked to walk. He played the violin. He spent time with his family. He had 2 sons. He loved them. He also loved to laugh. He told funny stories. His friends liked his smile. Albert cared about the world. He wanted peace. He did not like war. He saw bad things happen in Germany. He spoke about it. He said, "War is not good. We must work together." People listened. He was not just a scientist. He was a man with a big heart. His science was still important. He worked on big ideas. He thought about gravity. Gravity is what makes things fall. Albert wanted to understand it. He wrote a new theory. It was called general relativity. It was very difficult, but it was true. Scientists still use it today. It helps us understand stars and planets. Albert also helped other people. He gave money to poor people. He helped students. He wrote letters to children. They asked him questions. He answered them. He said, "Keep asking questions. Be curious." This made children happy. They wanted to be like him. In America, Albert was free. He could think. He could work. He loved his new home, but he missed his old friends. He wrote letters to them. He shared his ideas. He never stopped learning. He read books. He talked to scientists. His brain was always busy. Albert's life shows us something important. Fame did not change him. He stayed kind. He worked hard. He cared about others. His story teaches us to be curious. It teaches us to help people. It teaches us to follow our dreams. Next, we will learn about his later years. His story is not over yet. The later years and legacy. Albert Einstein grew older, but he never stopped working. He lived in America. He was happy there. He worked at his university. He studied the universe. He thought about big questions. His hair was white now. People called him a genius. But he was still humble. Let's learn about his later years. Albert kept thinking about science. He wanted to understand everything. He worked on a big idea. It was called a unified theory. He wanted to connect all science ideas. This was very hard. He worked for many years. He wrote papers. He talked to scientists, but he did not finish this idea. Why? Because it was too difficult, even for Albert. He was not sad. He loved his work. He said, trying is important. He kept studying. He read books. He wrote letters. He shared ideas. Other scientists respected him. They learned from him. His ideas helped them. Even today, scientists use his work. Albert also cared about the world. He saw wars. He did not like them. He spoke about peace. He said, we must be kind to each other. People listened. He wrote letters to leaders. He asked them to stop wars. He wanted a better world. His voice was strong. His life was simple. He lived in a small house. He walked to work. He played the violin. He loved music. It helped him think. He spent time with friends. They talked about science. They laughed. Albert was happy. He did not need money or big things. He needed ideas. Albert was also a teacher. He helped young scientists. He listened to their ideas. He gave them advice. They loved him. He was kind. He told them, ask questions. Don't be afraid. This helped them. Many became great scientists. They remembered Albert. In 1955, Albert got sick. He was 76 years old. He went to the hospital. He knew he was very ill, but he was not afraid. He said, I lived a good life. He died soon after. The world was sad. People cried. They lost a great man. But Albert's ideas did not die. Scientists still use them. His equation E equals mc² is famous. His ideas about time and space help us. They help us understand the universe. They help us build new things. For example, GPS uses his ideas. GPS helps us find places. Albert's work is everywhere. His story teaches us many things. First, be curious. Ask questions. Second, work hard. Don't give up. Third, be kind. Help others. Albert was not perfect. He made mistakes. But he tried to be good. He tried to make the world better. We can learn from him. Albert Einstein was a special man. He was not strong or rich, but he was smart. He was kind. His brain changed the world. His story is exciting. It shows us that one person can do big things. Next, we will finish his story. Let's see why he is still important today. Why Einstein matters today. Albert Einstein died in 1955. But his story is still alive. Why? Because his ideas are important. They help us today. They teach us many things. Let's learn why Einstein matters now. First, his science is everywhere. His ideas about time and space help us. Scientists use them to study stars. They use them to understand the universe. For example, his ideas help with space travel. Rockets go to space because of science. Einstein's work helps make this possible. His famous equation, E equals mc quadrad, is also important. It helps us understand energy. Scientists use it to make electricity. They use it to study the sun. This equation changed science. It helped us learn about the world. Even today, students study it. They learn about Einstein. They are amazed. Second, Einstein teaches us to be curious. He asked big questions. He did not stop. He said, "Imagination is important. This is a good lesson. When we ask questions, we learn. When we imagine, we create." Einstein's story shows us to never stop learning. Third, Einstein teaches us about hard work. His life was not easy. He failed tests. He had no money. People did not understand him. But he kept trying. He studied. He worked. He succeeded. This teaches us to never give up. Even when things are hard, we can do great things. Fourth, Einstein cared about people. He wanted peace. He helped others. He gave money to poor people. He wrote letters to children. He said, "Be kind. This is important today." The world has problems. We need to help each other. Einstein's story shows us how. His life is also fun to learn about. He was not a boring scientist. He played the violin. He loved music. He wore funny clothes. He made jokes. He was a normal person. But he did amazing things. This makes his story exciting. It makes us want to learn more. Today, people remember Einstein. His picture is everywhere. He has white hair. He looks kind. Movies talk about him. Books tell his story. Schools teach his ideas. Children know his name. He is a hero, not because he was strong, but because he was smart and kind. Einstein's story is for everyone. It does not matter where you live. It does not matter if you are young or old. His story is about dreams. It is about trying. It is about helping others. We can all learn from him. We can all try to be better. His ideas also help us with technology. For example, GPS uses his science. When you use a phone to find a place, Einstein helps you. Satellites in space use his ideas. They help us talk to people far away. His work makes life easier. Finally, Einstein's story is about hope. He faced problems, but he did not stop. He believed in his ideas. He believed in a better world. This gives us hope. We can face problems too. We can work hard. We can make the world better. Einstein is not just a name. He is an example. He shows us what is possible. He shows us to dream big. He shows us to never give up. His story is exciting. It is inspiring. It is for all of us. Now, let's finish his story with a big lesson. Albert Einstein was an amazing man. His story is exciting and inspiring. He faced many challenges, but he never gave up. He asked big questions. He worked hard. His ideas changed the world. He taught us about time, space, and energy. He also taught us to be curious. He showed us to be kind. His life was simple but powerful. Today, we still use his ideas. We see his picture. We hear his name. He is a hero for everyone. His story says, dream big, try hard, help others. Thank you for listening to Einstein's story. What did you learn? Maybe you can ask questions like him. Maybe you can work hard like him. His story is not over. It lives in us. Keep learning and be amazing like Albert Einstein. Hey, if you learned something new today, please give this video a like. Write your thoughts in the comments and subscribe to the channel. It only takes a second and it really helps to create more English videos for you. Thank you. See you next time. Bye.